My name is Andrew with Mercury Marine. I am the product application engineer for Mercury that helps put the brand new V12 600 horsepower Verados on Boston whaler boats. So what you see here is a steerable gear case on the new V12. Dual prop, contra-rotating propellers. Really gives you that grip in the water, bite, joystick ability, all the things you want.
So Andrew, why did you guys go to a pod?
So we went to a pod because as you get to the higher horsepower engines, you really need a way of getting that power to the water. The pod provides the best maneuverability as well as an increased steering angle from 30 to 45 degrees.
So power heads stay fixed.
Power head is fixed.
And the pod moves. Do they move independently or do they all move in the same steer increment?
So when you're steering with the steering wheel, they all move together.
Okay.
But when you use the joystick, they can turn however they need to move the boat how you want.
So on an inside turn, let's say, does this gear case down here turn more than the outside one?
Yes, it can.
Okay.
It does. It can. Say you're in a starboard turn.
Yeah.
The starboard engine will turn tighter than the port.
And what pitch props are you guys running?
So right now on this boat we have 31, 29, 31.
It's impressive. All right, so let's talk about maintenance.
Let's talk about maintenance. So as I open the service hood here, you press the one button, it comes up. So you have easy touch points for everything you need to do. So you have your oil dipstick, your oil filter, your oil fill, your transmission dipstick and fill behind, and then on the side you have gear lube, your suck and put back in, your fuse holder, and there's a diagnostic port there. So this engine has 200-hour maintenance intervals that you can all do from the hood. You don't have to actually pull the boat. At 1,000 is your maintenance, your major maintenance, where you have to do the impeller and a few other things.
So you don't have to haul the boat at all for anything under 1,000 hours?
Correct. 200, 400, intervals of 200.
Spark plugs and everything else?
Everything. It's 1,000-hour spark plugs, 1,000-hour thermostat, everything else.
And how many hours do you guys have on these original engines right now?
These original engines have a little over 300 of them.
Great. So what other technologies are you guys building into this boat with the new engines?
So this boat, it really shows off the new engines because when you go from a traditional quad 400 or quad 450 on this boat to a triple 600, you really get the extra bite out of the water. You'll notice the acceleration, you'll notice the smoothness, and you get the extra fuel economy from lean burn and advanced range optimization.
So everybody's going to want to know, like, what does this boat run with the triple 600s versus, say, quad 450Rs of the same horsepower?
So quad 450Rs, single station boat, run about 63. This boat runs about 63. With triple 600s, 1,800 horsepower is 1,800 horsepower.
Same fuel burn?
The 600s get a little bit better fuel burn,
Okay.
3% better.
Awesome. Planing between the two with triples versus quads?
Planing,
Still about equal?
Planing cruise is about the same. The one thing you really notice about these is you can stay on plane at a lower speed.
Great. Anything else that you got, like, up in the helm that you guys are debuting?
Yeah, let's go over there.
Morning, Will.
Good morning, Jeff.
So up at the helm you see the traditional Vesuvie 703, and then over here you have our next generation DTS controls. So a few safety features we added in. You can see the neutral lights on the top versus underneath like before. You also have integrated start-stop. So on the front you have the individual start-stop switches to start them on your own, or on the left-hand side here you have a start all button. You press that one button, and if you want, you can press them both and it'll sequentially start each engine. All your controls that traditionally used to be on the front, so your sync, your one lever, your throttle only, it leaves a nice smooth surface here. So if you are running the boat, you have a nice handhold, nothing to press.
Awesome. So all of your trim controls and other controls
so
are
our
now
single
off
lever,
to the side.
our transfer, our throttle only, active trim controls, which is standard with all next generation DTS product, are there. You have your all trim on the side, and what I call blinker trims on the front to individually trim them.
Okay. Now, the joystick, anything new with that?
The joystick is your traditional joystick. You have your auto heading, skyhook, waypoint track, and your adjust button. And then if the engines were running, you'd have your traditional LED ring and directions on the side.
So now, though, you can use this now for autopilot, right? And it will hold the course.
Correct. So if say your heading is 200 degrees, you can hit auto heading and it'll keep you at that 200 degrees. If you want to change your heading at all, you twist the joystick to change by 10 degrees or tap it to change by 1 degree.
Awesome. Well, you guys have done a great job on the 600s. I think it's going to be a great package for the 420 and the 405s, and I'm sure it's going to make its way down the product line eventually as well. Anything else that's coming up?
Always working on new and important things.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Andrew. I really appreciate your time.
Anytime.